Thank you for joining me for this somewhat special episode of the Wild Sonnets Out Loud. My name is Nicholas Korn, and I am the poet of the Wild Sonnets. The reviews for the new book, The Wild Sonnets Volume 7, are starting to come out, and I want to share a few excerpts from one posted by Andrew Benson Brown of Classical Poets Live. Mr. Benson Brown actually takes the time to explicate one of the poems from the book, Wild Sonnet number 672. So I thought for this episode, I would alter the format a little and read the poem first, and then give you his insights and commentary, not only on the poem, but also on this video series and on the achievement of the Wild Sonnets in general. With that as an introduction, this is Wild Sonnet 672. Portents and pretense both came to me swimming like fish to feeding, first on the surface nothing, then random and ripple, all nibble and kneading. I cast what rustling crumbs I have onto the pooling patience of my memory, my parents' house, the dancing maid I missed, the imperfect work to which I still persist. But from the retrograde and grievance of the past, I unanchor from the deep and into the ocean's distance drift away. What more of home do these sad limbs of mine require, but this lonely and tilting ship? What mistress more do my nights desire than the silken stars that harem in the black? What perfection more than the intent to not turn back? And that is Wild Sonnet 672 from the new book, The Wild Sonnets Volume 7. Now I'm going to phase myself out here and share Mr. Benson Brown's commentary on the poem. One can see how the lovely alliterative phrase portents and pretense simmered in Korn's mind and provided him with the kindling for a poem, which then grew into a fire as he developed this literary kernel into an idea. What follows in the imagery of the feeding fish, first on the surface, nothing, then random and ripple, might be a good metaphor for how Korn's brain seems to operate in the writing process, in which the poet casts rustling crumbs on the pooling patience of memory. Korn is highly skilled at metaphor making, demonstrating what Aristotle once wrote of this ability in his Poetics, that it is the mark of genius and the most important feature of good imaginative writing. Korn's response to the first stanza of Wild Sonnet 672 develops his theme through more water imagery. Beginning on the surface, we now proceed into the depths as the poet drifts out to sea in his lonely and tilting ship. Korn's work is a masterclass in poetic conceits and unfurling ideas through imagery. He has a YouTube channel of the same name where he reads 2 of these poems once a week. It is a great way to bring poetry to the masses. Nevertheless, reading these highly meditative poems in paperback form offers advantages that elude those of video and modern technology. I highly recommend the Wild Sonnet series by one of the leading lyric poets of our time. My sincere thanks to Mr. Andrew Benson Brown of Classical Poets Live for this close attention and high praise of my work and the new book. I will post the link to his YouTube channel in the description section below. You will also find links to the paperback and digital editions of the new book there as well. In conclusion, I want to thank you for watching, and I will see you in a couple of days with a new episode where we'll return to our standard format of featuring 2 poems from the 7 Wild Sonnets books. Until then, stay wild and stay well.